Hi, this is Ushasri, and everybody is talking about health for sure and longevity, simultaneously, ability to anti age and sticking back with that energy. These are possibilities once upon a time, but they are into existential reality at this point of time. Let's welcome Dr. J, who himself is a living example of what I'm talking about, and he has amazing secrets to share with us on anti aging and how to live longer with more stronger and energetic ways. Hi, Dr. J.
Hi, how are you?
Good, good. I
Looking,
hope India is welcoming you
yeah,
much.
well, I can see that big smile right here.
Yeah, the health industry is
Hmm,
booming as you've
hmm,
been a doctor since 45 plus years, both in States and India.
correct.
And you yourself look much younger than your age. Technically, I can say near to half of your age. Because you're turning 71 soon and you don't look like
Yeah, no,
one.
people say I'm like, whatever, 45, 50, 35, 40, it's all over. Depending on my mood, depending on how I
You definitely
dress up and I put a
don't
t-shirt on and whatever. If I'm
yes.
dancing and doing stuff, they say, oh yeah, he's probably, young. In fact, yeah, they, in the meetings in US, the doctors, sometimes I go in for lecturing or something, and I go and sit and they say nothing. And they were told that Dr. J would be here and they were looking for one. They thought he's an older guy and lecturing. And I was sitting there. They say, is that you?
So this is exactly what I want to
Uh,
ask. Looking younger, definitely there are a lot of surgeries and fillers. People might look younger or try to look more beautiful. My question today, and especially the theme of this podcast, is the energy and feeling younger and the longevity. See, looking younger is okay, but how many years you're going to live with that youthful ways of looking? You also should feel it, and other people also should experience that you sound much younger than your age. So I can look a real example like you, as you have already told. So I want you to throw insights on this.
okay. So it's a long history, looking young, feeling young, right? And that's important. So you could be fit without disease, but then inside the mental health is not good, right? So it's a harmony, like I call it 360 life harmony and life and health harmony, right? So this what is the message, not just like one thing. What is that secret one thing? These are secrets, right? But for this podcast, I would just touch bases on some of the uh, key elements, topics,
I
because if
really want you to start with anti aging, Dr. J, because these days, most of the Bollywood, Tollywood, Collywood, Allwood stars, I
uh,
can precisely put it in a way, celebrities are looking much, much younger than their age. And I can show you the pictures. They were looking older and suddenly they turn out to be like 15 years, 20 years younger. How is this possible?
okay, so let's give you a good picture, so people understand. So there is something which is called genetics, our genes. Some people age faster, some people don't. So there's a genetic element, okay?
Okay.
Like Asians. If you see the Asians, maybe you don't even know is a 30 years old or 50 years
Yes.
old. It's just like
Yes.
what? So genetically they are blessed differently. But
Yes.
again, important thing is we all age and our perception is what matters, right? From inside out. So the beauty and wellness is from inside out. So having said that, there's genetic factors, but there's a epigenetics, which is like a software. There's a hardware, genetics,
Oh,
and epigenetics is like a software, which is like all this pollution, stress, all these harmful chemicals, eating bad stuff, not a clean diet, all these things. This disturbs this epigenetics, and so this software sitting on the genes is gonna express and would express in terms of illnesses and diseases and whatnot, right?
but
So
reality, Jay, everybody is stressed out and we have so much of fast lives and too many goals to reach in very less time. And it's
okay,
very impossible to actually stick back to diets and then not to get stressed, Jay.
okay, so let's start with that, because I know you want to go to those two things, but I must give you some good historical background, because otherwise, this would not mean much. And it's like if I just told you, oh, do some protein and Botox. I mean, that's not
I don't want
what
to
I
do that.
want.
I don't want injections on my face.
Correct. So, well, some other people want.
But most
Not
of the
you.
middle class or most of the Indian, we still stick back to the roots and the
Correct.
basics. Like we still want to do it naturally. If you
Correct.
can suggest us.
Yes. So then let me start with few things about stress, right? So if somebody does meditation and not do meditation, you see the aging difference. So doing meditation is so important because the stress we know that can cause lots of beauty problems and internal problems, right? So meditation, mental health, because the Indian roots, they're blessed with a lot of meditational ways of living.
Techniques
So
and
yeah, so I sound like another meditational guru, but I would not even start this podcast without mental health and meditation. I'm not going to go with many other diseases and how you treat and all those. But
to begin with,
yes.
mind.
So what it took me 9 years to figure out how to wake up right with one breath. You hold your breath, smile, and visualize your day. Today is the day which is you want to make it most righteous and functional. So righteous and functional, and then what you want to accomplish, you visualize with one breath, and then you
it's
can
like holding for long.
no, you just do for 15 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever.
Okay.
You don't have to do because you can do another breath
Okay.
and finish up what you want to visualize, right? So you could do that, but just one breath, just do at least one breath, and then you can always stretch. You can just do your simple stretching and or yoga, you can call it, right? So you could be doing many things with the hands and with the just extending this way.
Stretching
It's stretching or yoga positions
on the bed
yeah
before
in
you
the
wake
bed.
up. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's important, right? Then what happens that people would go for the sugar, right, in the tea and all those things. That sugar and like salt is toxic and detrimental. Aging is faster. So you want to stay away from the sugar. So whatever is white added sugar, you don't want it. They're natural sugars, but you don't want it sweet. Eating dates every day, or you eat all these figs and every day. I mean, you could eat sensible. Now, everything in life needs to be measured, right? So, in this case, you want to measure would happen, but again, you eat the right food. That's the first thing, right? To eliminate these toxic things, right? Now, as far as your sleep goes, you want to sleep well, right? Hygiene. 10 o'clock is 10 o'clock and 6 o'clock
But
because it's
Jay,
called a sleep beauty.
we know all this. The problem is we can't.
So,
Especially when I am stressed out, I know I need to sleep early, but the problem comes when even though I put my phone away, I couldn't sleep till like 2 a.m.
okay.
And I tried to cut it to 1 and then cut it to 11, and suddenly my body couldn't sleep like 3 a.m.
Correct. So that
How do you handle that?
yes. So I'm so happy that we are still with the mental health and meditation and mental calmness. So there are some herbal things which I been researching along with this IIT and Madurai place. They have a nice going with creating nano cold press formulation of the green tea, L-theanine. L-theanine is something that would relax. Valerian root, chamomile, lavender. These are the drops.
In America, I've seen there are certain teas to go to sleep.
So these are the nano formulations. So those ones would take long, but this nano, within minutes, you could fall asleep with those things.
Are there any side effects?
These are herbal.
Okay.
So, but again, herbal doesn't mean no side effects. Some people, they take too much, they can sleep a little longer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There are some people take lesser, and then they'll wake up. So what happens? You need to titrate. You need to figure out what is the right dosage because everybody's different genetically. Pharmacokinetics so different.
True.
Even between two sisters.
True.
So it's so different. So
can you suggest me some?
Yeah. So as I said, if you start taking lavender, nano lavender that we have, chamomile, valerian root, and I call it relax and sleep well formulation, right?
Okay.
So there's no claim, we support, right? So in a natural herbal world, you do that, and also these are 100% organic, because there is a pesticides, and I mean pesticides collectively can kill an elephant in this room. So there's so much pesticides there. Even organic can have up to 5% pesticide. So you want to detox yourself, and you want to have a hot lemon water in the morning to detox yourself. That lemon that you're having, you could be doing the lemon peel and
On the
on your
face.
face. Now, if you're eating papaya and then the papaya peel, right?
Yeah.
Then you just use that. How simple. Banana, just do banana peel. So I'm not here to sell you the big things, but there are also moisturizers you use properly. So those are the skin management in general. I'm not going in deep. Then people take chia seeds, omega, for
Yeah, before we go to the skin, there are n number of reasons for a human not to go to sleep, which is the biggest problem, as
yeah.
you suggested. You have certain teas or some nano formulations.
Yes, so I do have these formulations.
Okay.
These are in a dropper bottles.
Oh.
And then also we have mushrooms,
Okay.
because the mushrooms is important for immune system,
Okay.
because the body can grow more cancer if the immune system is down.
Oh.
Yes, so mushroom is a must every day, and the ones we have is the nano mushrooms. Nano mushroom to me is a must, or eat mushrooms, right? If you can find nano, that's not the end of the world. If you can't find me, don't worry about
But in the grocery store, whatever mushrooms are being sold, especially in India, in America, I've seen humongous varieties from such a big black mushrooms
Right.
to grayish and whites, and I was just like fascinated with the kind of variety that I found in America versus in India. In India,
So here there are 4 mushrooms which are eaten, like reishi, lion mane, those kind of mushrooms are popular here, right?
Yes,
There are
so-
4 or so.
Yeah.
But over there's like 17.
Yeah.
So 17 mushrooms and organic too. So they
Yeah,
do
yeah.
organic farming.
Yes.
Indoor.
And they're exclusively labeled when I went to different stores,
Yeah.
Kroger's versus
Yeah.
Costco versus, anyway, I don't know, go to Walmart, but
Yeah.
but nice premium stores have, and especially exclusive organic farmers markets have better options.
Correct.
when
And
I
those are
went.
incredible. So
Yes.
mushrooms are a must. Mushroom soups, mushroom sauce. You can put the mushrooms in your be like a pizza sauce or any other sauce, right? With tomatoes.
Yes,
So you can
yes,
make
yes,
it.
yes.
Nobody would know. Oh my goodness! I don't want mushroom, unless they are allergic to it, which is rare.
So mushrooms will help us to increase our immunity.
Correct, because
And-
you want to live healthier, right? And longer, healthier and longer.
Okay, how about going to sleep? Any natural remedies? Or yes, I definitely understood that it's the nano drops will help, which I'm
Correct.
going to definitely try, and
Correct.
you're going to give it to me
Yeah.
before our first one more experience of going to sleep.
Yeah.
So I really want to experience that flawless sleep where I can feel energized, which is missing. It can be, as you said, pollution, or I live in a very heart of high techs, and there's a lot of pollution, and sounds also affect me.
Correct.
So the chamomile tea definitely helped me, but if you give me in a next authentic purest form in nano drops, I think that might definitely help me to go to sleep.
So this is a concoction like valerian root, right? Lavender. Even if I give you lavender, even for the anxiety, stress, you take lavender drops. Within minutes, it would work, and you'll be like la 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 la. You're so happy about
Really?
things. I'm an internist, MD. I did American Medical Board clearance.
Okay.
So that was like 40-45 years ago. But so internists, they are very picky. They are very conservative. You cannot quote unquote sell them easily.
Okay.
They want evidence. They want peer reviewed. They want to experience it. So point is, many herbal things cannot be experienced.
Yes,
So
yes.
I don't get brainwashed with just the chemical. But you have to look at the Indian roots, what have worked, and then you create the nano formulations, which
So
are.
you have any product that you suggest, or you have any your products which you researched and then?
So the products that I have is the one you want is the sleep well, relax, de-stress.
Okay.
And then in the morning, you need energy, right?
Yes.
So we have a green tea and other things put together, even with mushrooms. So that will
Oh,
give you energy. So
you
I
have
have
a
a,
green tea with
yeah,
mushrooms?
so it's called chai masalation because it will take the inflammation away as much as possible. It would support, reduce the inflammation. That's how should say. So, so turmeric is there, right, with ginger and other things. So what it does, it will help to cut down the inflammation along with the mushrooms. So it's called chai masalation. So I have a one product which is that along with the memory booster, So because you know what the common complaint is, oh, I keep forgetting. I knew that I was to take it, but I forget, and I
Yeah,
can't
because
remember. I
yeah,
go for to find something, and I'm just like I forgot what I was trying to find
there
something.
are too many things, Jay, these days
Yeah.
because I'm an advocate. I also talk in TV. There are a lot because I was telling you before the shoot as well. Like I really have problem remembering the sections, and sometimes there are like 6, 7 clients that
Mhm.
we handle cases, and there are certain things which we forget, especially when it comes to application of law.
Correct. So what you want to do is not take the sleep well formula too much
Okay.
because you could be sedated. Like you know what the tranquilizers, similar effect. Like if you take let's say Valium, or those tranquilizers, that prescription drugs, right?
Yeah.
And then the sleeping pill Ambien, you would forget things more often. So all those pills downer can affect your memory.
Yeah.
So point is you want to detox from
Yeah.
those things as much as possible. Talk to your doctor, right? So there's a balance, and there are ways to tweak or ways to change. So it is something that I find is very difficult. I mean, I have a first thing is to make the right diagnosis, right? Then do the therapeutic.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I
Yes.
find even anywhere like 80% of the diagnosis could be better. Therapeutics could be better, 80%. So it's like
But usually, why am I focusing more on sleep? Is most of the beauty
yeah.
or relaxation on, especially when you look at the face, comes when I really sleep well. No, the next day I will be oozing with the energy and
Correct.
positivity, and the way I think completely changes versus if I don't sleep. It's a lot of irritation and anger, and I don't look good, I look pale. I really don't want to do anything. So that's the reason I'm
No.
focusing on this on anti-aging.
Correct. So then there's the other things that we need to focus on besides the sleep well. It's eat small. Now, what do you eat small though?
What is that?
Because it's small amount. So God has given our palm.
Well,
So you can
every
eat.
doctor says this, Jay. I have a question.
Yeah.
Every doctor says, like, eat in small quantities, eat in small quantities. Is it that certain foods, like if you take fruits, if I eat only this much, no, might forget about my tummy. My, my tongue itself is not satisfied. So, how can I eat small and still
So
feel full?
yes. So what I tell people, whether it's a breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever. So what you can do in the morning is create your superfood smoothie. There are protein powders available in US, which are organic.
Kachawa. I tried kachawa.
Yeah, so that's a good one. But again, you can put more things into it. Let's say you want to put more kale,
Berries. Yeah.
more berries, or
Yeah.
you want to put spinach, more
Yeah.
spinach, or beets.
Yeah.
So you put more beets because these are good things. Broccoli, more. So
Oh.
so don't settle with what's given. You put these things
Add.
inside, yes, and then you can put some seeds. Like watermelon seeds and all these different seeds that we take,
Yeah.
papita seeds and all those. So depending on what is available, you can throw in seeds there. You can throw little walnuts there because of omega, because all these things have omega, like flaxseed. So chia seeds. So you want to throw things inside, but mostly they have it. But sometimes or many times they can have in 64 things in
Yeah. Yeah,
kachava.
kachava.
Yeah.
They have vanilla and matcha flavor. I really love the matcha
Yeah, they have
flavor.
even a tea flavor, all
Yeah.
kinds of things.
Yeah.
But important thing is that may not have everything, and people
Yes,
just
yes,
misconstrue
yes.
that this is it. I have everything,
Like,
but it's a very small amount. So what you do is exactly what I said. You supplement with that. So that would be giving you superfood energy with beets. You know that even putting beet powder or more beets, it gives you energy.
Yes.
Tremendous. I mean,
Yes.
with green tea. So you put those green tea and those things and make your own concoction. Now, what I tell people is like, oh, I don't want to make it every day. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be fresh. Of course, the enzymes, everything start going down after 2 hours, but it's still 90% good in a week's time. So you make your smoothie and just, and some people would say, oh, I don't like the taste of it. You just chug it. Just put it in a little glass, a little shot glass, and just put it in and just chug it. Right? That's easy. So people would not mind chugging it. But if you tell them, okay, drink this every day, then there would be subconscious. If they didn't like it, they say, you know what? I don't want to make it today. I'll make it tomorrow. So what you do is just pull out for all the whole family. Just put in the short glasses on the table, and they just chug it, chug it. See, what? It's a small, but consistency is important.
I
But
want to see you making those, and I want to drink some from
yeah,
from you, the way you make it, because
yeah.
your skin looks amazing, and at 70 you have a lot of energy
So
for
all
sure.
these superfoods, that's what
You do.
that's my craving. I need that superfood in the morning. Remember, on the way here, I was looking at those juices and
Yes, yes,
smoothies,
yes,
even your Hyderabad, right?
yes,
I was looking, and you're like,
yes.
oh,
Yeah.
he's looking at that thing, and he went there and he was reading what's available. Yes. So those are the things you want to carry superfoods with you.
Okay.
But if it's too like fruity and sweet, you want to avoid that
Yeah.
because that's too much sugar. Then
Yes.
you will complain, oh, now I have to lose weight because I had this walnut, because he said eat this much walnut. No, depending on how much you walk, how much you do. Otherwise, everything is like a two pieces, eat two pieces,
We
eat this
definitely
much.
are going to make a video on this small little quantities and what kinds of food, because not every food can be little quantity. There might be definitely certain foods which is little quantity and some foods more quantity.
So I'll give you a tip, yeah, because uh, average Indian, they're very smart with amount and all those things. So if you just let them know a little bit, a cue, they'll remember it. So what you do is you eat this much, right? This much. So you could be eating your brown rice instead of white rice, right? So you could be eating uh, that millet or bajra roti. So
But
you could be eating those kind of things, but you eat this
but my
much.
question, Jay, I go to court,
Yeah.
example. So yesterday, especially when I went to the court in the morning, and then there's a lunch motion, so I need to stay back till 4:30, and then another case came. I went to police station at 7:30, came back at 11ish. So eating multiple times before CIs and judges is not appropriate to begin with. So how about people who are working for long hours, or as you said, superfoods, and maybe putting a lot of things together in a small
Yeah.
formats?
Yeah.
So can you just give a couple of things to begin with, and we will start. I will definitely make sure that you show me how to make it.
Sure. So interesting, right? Everything we have to do in an innovative way. What is being fed to us is a very boring, dogmatic way. No, it has to be interesting. Life needs to be innovative, interesting. You want to feel positive about it. You want to be passionate about it. You want to uh, do a loving care. Like just the whole attitude needs to be that. Number
While you're
one,
cooking.
all the time.
Okay,
And
all the
that's what I
time.
practice. So when you
Okay.
have that passionate and not hurry, rush, and I got to do this, I got to do this, and you know how with our Indian civic sense, people are flocking at one place. I mean, on each other. The thing is, let people breathe, right? And I'm not taking it away, but the point I'm trying to make is very important for people not to rush and just take time to chew well. So you chew like say 30 times, and I'll tell you what to chew. Okay, I know you want to go on it, but I'm not gonna.
Yes.
I'm gonna get you there, but I'm
Okay.
gonna get you this way. So
Okay.
let's say assume that somebody has teeth, right? You do,
Of
right?
course, everyone, Jay.
I mean, you'd be surprised.
Yes,
So healthy teeth, because there's sometimes pain, inflammation,
I do.
blah blah
I
blah.
do have a lot of. I have fillings in 1998 when I was going to school.
So I have a good one for you.
Your teeth looks amazing.
But the thing is, I mean, I like naturopathic, like clove, right? So
Clove,
you just keep
yes.
some clove and you just leave it in between. Even after eating food, that clove is a highly anti-inflammatory and antibacterial. So simple things does work. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to also not just gargle. But I can show you some great. I can keep going on and for years by talking to you. I'm not like days and weeks and months. I have so much I can keep going. But just to tell you that when you
Chew?
gargle, yeah, chew 30 times, make it liquid, bring it here. But let's say after chewing,
Oh, 30 times you need to make it a liquid and then.
well, it could take 60 times, it could take 10 times, but that's like a quote unquote a
I don't do
number.
that with rice.
But
I just eat and then.
you want to bring that here.
Okay.
So the food you should drink, and the
Oh,
drink you should chew. Go read up more on that,
okay.
and
I will.
then we'll talk more about it. So
Okay.
basically, you want to bring it here. This is a checker. Then you want to swallow. So, but that is the best way to eat, and that's the ancient way. All these things I figured out. I tweak things and make it a little innovative, but the roots are already there. So you have to dig up the right roots in life, right?
Okay.
And create your own empire.
Yes.
So then gargling. What I tell people, if they want to gargle, just go like this. So one side. So
Oh.
there's twice the force. So cleansing is so much better. Which dentist taught me that? I figured out myself with the
Oh.
physics and the forces,
Oh, yes.
And now I have
Because
dentists.
nobody told me to gargle like. Yeah, there's a lot of more pressure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, interesting. People don't chew well, but they should chew and bring the food to the front, feel it, enjoy it, let it go in, right? So you want to eat that way because that is good exercise for the teeth. Okay.
I
and gum.
still have one more question because your teeth look really amazing at this age, 70. But people like me, I don't know, it started becoming yellow. We'll do one more episode on that.
Yeah.
What to eat, how to eat, and how to manage oral and dental
We'll talk about those things.
in next video. Keep it in mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about acupressuring, all those things.
Oh,
Yes.
inside the mouth?
Yes.
Really?
People have never heard of that.
No, I never heard about it.
Of course, you want for aesthetics and for many immune system and everything. We'll talk about it.
Okay,
It
a
will take-
lot of amazing information, Dr. J, which I never heard because I'm into Ayurveda, alternative medicine since 35 years. I never heard about acupressure inside the mouth.
Acupressuring,
Inside
then
the
will
mouth?
help your neck and how to do it, what to do it, how long.
Sure, we'll
so you
make
don't
one
hurt
more video.
yourself. Yeah.
Practically.
Correct. So I mean,
Okay.
if somebody takes the thumb and it just pulls up, I've done it so many times. I mean, I can take 10, 20 kg weight on it, like push it, nothing happens.
Really?
Yeah, because the acupressuring also the face, figure, and everything.
Oh,
it
this
has
also
to-
helps in anti-aging and looking more.
Well-
Oh
well-
my God, you have different dimensions of anti-aging because if I go to a doctor, no, all they give is slimming or diet, or they just tell me use some Botox or do some needles and surgeries which I don't like, and my energy is always down because I've seen my friends, but yours is a holistic 360 degrees.
So then also you're stimulating your immune system. When you do that massaging with acupressure, the immune system gets boosted more and more, and it's like taking a immune system shot every day, because the bacteria, we have our bacteria, the good bacteria in the mouth, and get stimulated, right? And then you have in the
Gut.
intestine and the
Yeah.
gut, and those bacteria in the stomach, upper intestine, lower intestine, there are good friends there. And even with one antibiotic, we can kill it. But we'll talk about it. But let's go back to the subject
Yes.
of what you want to know. So
Which
the
is
next thing is,
anti-aging.
yeah. So after eating small and after talking about what to eat, like more colorful vegetables.
And then small
And
quantities
superfoods and
then
small
superfoods and
Correct.
shots.
And one statistics you must know is in China, I think there's 36,000 people. They got converted from non-veg to veg, and they had 60% to 40% drop in their rate of cancer, heart disease.
Oh.
That much, just going from there to there. So the plant-based is incredible, and someday we'll talk about about different diets.
Sure.
And that will just be,
Yes.
mind blowing.
Mostly vegetarian.
What I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, because I choose being vegetarian.
Yeah, so we'll talk about the plant-based and all.
And
all
I
kind-
really want you to throw light in another episode on dieting versus eating foods which energizes us.
Correct.
Because
Yeah.
when I do or anybody wants to do dieting, we are deprived of energy, which nobody's talking about it. Keto diet, ये diet, वो diet, ठीक है.
So my suggestion is every word I say, everything. I'm not saying that it's like a word of, Gita or whatever. So or whatever books. But important thing is, please listen what I'm saying word by word. Like I did say in that superfoods that one should put beets, right?
Yes.
So those beets are full of energy and other things with the green tea. I mean, if people just listen and do those things and mushrooms and other things in your smoothie, you got it. How many times do you have to eat if you just keep eating it? So it's a good idea to do that. But to say, now let's go what you wanted to know is I'm on the run and what do I do eat and what do I do? So what people do is they carry some cut fruits and vegetables with them.
Yes.
Like over there in US there will be celery, right?
Yes.
Here will be carrots, right?
And in US and in India also, they are energy bars and then some.
So I'll tell you about energy bars. Hardly any energy bar I would go for because there's a hidden sugar inside.
Lots of sugar.
Yeah, so it's better to just in a bag take pistachio, take almonds, take walnuts,
cheese.
take seeds. Then you have a bag of fruits, like colorful fruits of seasonal.
Jay, I'm excited to get all these things in a video because I really want to focus on energy, and depending on everybody's diabetic level or health,
Yeah.
we will do separate videos for diabetes, how to increase their energy, and for people with BP and people with
Correct.
heart condition, or depending on their age as well. And sometimes profession also drains people.
Yep.
Though like we're really good, sometimes our stress levels, and if at all I have like sudden cases and some criminal offense, I get tense to whether he'll get bail or not.
You know what? I would like, like 100 hours spent on just on few subjects. I could keep talking about it in detail.
To really diet
So-
with energy and with anti-aging and with longevity is which I'm looking at.
Yes. Let me tell you about vitamins. People take vitamins, right?
Yes,
But they
yes.
take a B12, high B vitamins, B6, all those vitamins.
These days we're getting some women all vitamin full.
Correct. That's
daily.
what I will say, that you could take individually or you could take like a concoction
Yes,
multivitamin.
yes.
So people take mega vitamin and you
Yes.
also get energy.
Yes.
And that is also good for deficit because many times people don't eat right. We are supposed to eat 5 colorful fruits and colorful vegetables every day.
Nah, I
Go
don't think
figure
I
out.
can eat.
And then we eat those mushrooms that I've been telling you, right? And the broccoli and these. But people don't like it and this and that. Just that's why I created smoothie. You just put everything in the smoothie and just do a short class. Remember?
Yeah.
Okay. So now going outside that, important thing for the energy is spirulina. You know what was spirulina? That from the seaweeds and from the ocean, all that algae and all those. So spirulina tablets are made out of that. So taking like 4 spirulina tablets gives you energy, like good energy. So you want good energy, this is how you take green tea and other things, drink that in the morning, right? So
Is spirulina available as a
tablets.
tablets? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So that gives enough energy, but that's the food energy, right?
Okay.
So we discuss about the food energy. The next thing I would say is probiotics. Because probiotics, without probiotics, one must not live even for one day. So like yogurt, like dahi, yogurt.
It's a basic Indian
people,
thing,
they
yeah.
take that. So that's a probiotic they do take. But the probiotic may not be enough because you want to take 2 times, for example, right? So you want to eat that everything 2 times, but that's not consistent. So there are also probiotic pills available, capsules.
Yes.
So you can take in billions because now it's not about just do that dahi
Dahi.
and other thing because it has a set of
Probiotics
probiotics. But
existing.
there are so many different kinds so
In
for
a
different
tablet.
different conditions. Like for the rheumatism, for this, for
Oh.
people who have diarrhea, for people who have colitis, for people who have other diseases. So the probiotics are different. So there's a whole big science we can go for
I
days.
used to drink Yakult
Yeah.
when I used to have issues in my tummy back in US 18 years back, but it's available in India too. But do you think these are as good as what they say on the lighter or a positive version?
Yes.
They
But
are?
the more important thing is compliance because compliance is not there. So I can keep lecturing, but what I do is I tire people that do one breath, meditation in the morning, drink hot lemon water do this smoothie. I'm just going over the whole enchilada that we discussed, and take this green tea, the probiotics and all that, and carry those fruits, vegetables and other things. You can have salad in the afternoon. You have a vegetable plates and other things. People who eat fish is a good, is better than eating meat. You know what I'm saying? So if a Mediterranean diet is better and all those things. But again, you want to keep the rice and roti, bread and all those things on the lower side. But again, eat your colors first and fill up your stomach, and then eat the other things. I'm not here to say, don't eat this and that. But again, the important thing is also to keep the weight scale in the kitchen, because if you keep it in the kitchen, even looking at it, people would not go 10 times to the fridge. They would be like, oh my goodness. So keeping a second weight scale
That's a
in the
great
kitchen.
tip. I put it in my hall and I never used it.
But thing is, keep in
Put
the
it in the
kitchen and
kitchen.
we're watching you, and that even it is we have it in US. It's connected to our system, so we can see the AI would tell us whether someone is going in red or yellow or they stay in green. They're doing better, darker green. So point is, if there's an AI that will just monitor and give you feedback. The doctors will give you feedback, because now it's a Monjaro, that shot once a week that people are taking, which is a great thing, because
All
the
celebrities are doing it.
yeah, because the obesity and weight is so much, because it's going to cause so much disease, like 20 some diseases, from diabetes, blood pressure, this, that, cancer, arthritis, and I can keep going on for mental depression, stress. And all kinds of,
That will help all this?
what?
That injection?
Yeah, because you lose weight, so you, those 20 some diseases you prevent, or you reverse certain things, like 20% more or living, meaning by 20% less heart attack and problems if you take Monjaro.
Really?
Yeah, 20.
Because a lot of people are telling me, but I'm scared, doctor. I googled it and there were some side effects, and I saw the celebrities looking more older. I am little concerned, and I really have this questions for a lot of people. Indian people have a lot of awareness about it. Still, we are scared. Can you just throw a light on that a bit?
Hey, you have to come see me. I'm not going to tell you every secret.
Okay, sure.
But again, let me give you some
is
tips.
this helpful for my anti-aging?
So those Monjaro, this is good for anti-aging, anti-aging, but external, because what happens, you lose also 20% your muscle weight. So my patients, they do dumbbells, like they got to have dumbbells before they eat. Otherwise, don't eat. Do dumbbells. If you want to put music on, do dumbbell dance, do that, like 5-10 kg, whatever you want to do it, but do it slowly and do it. So what happens, your muscles don't atrophy, because you lose weight. 20% could be from the muscle weight, and that's not good, because that's not been prophesized, right? Because fat they just measure, and then what happens that once you stop eating, stop taking shots, 60 to 80% of the weight comes back, but not on my clock, because there are the way I train you eating all the
because
things.
I heard a lot of people need to manage their weight once they take this.
So that is another chapter that I
level.
specialize in, and my patients probably not 60-80% regaining weight. My patients probably 5% would gain weight. So it's so
How
low.
you manage. Okay.
Yes, with how you do with the shots, how you tweak, how you think with the meditation, you know what I'm saying?
So there are a lot of facets and different angles in maintaining anti-aging.
Yeah.
It's not like one product goes and zoom, like you become young and then that youngness might go.
That's why I said, if you have a few thousand hours or a year, I can keep talking on different subjects, because there's so much details we can go in, but that's a good detail. But this is an overall picture. Because,
I understand.
and
so what is the next element that comes in anti-aging?
So let me finish answering your question, that the Ozempic face becomes like this and all those things, right? Okay, so that can happen, meaning by you are losing the fat.
Yes.
And you're losing the
I don't
muscle.
want to look
and
old.
losing the muscle. I understand. So what you do, you lose less amount of weight. You got it? Enough. Because what people want to do, they want to lose each and every pound, each and every kg. You don't want to do, you want to be in medical weight.
Yes.
Then that problem would be much lesser.
Yes.
And people who want to do it that way, they come to us. I still fix them by putting their own collagen, by injecting them collagen here. For months, for years, they'll have collagen there for years. So I do that. and that Ozempic face, or I don't use Ozempic, I just use Monjaro
Yeah.
because of the vision and other problems.
Yes,
I
yes.
would not use that.
Okay.
Unless somebody has certain issues, then I combine them. I use for that certain addictions, for pain addiction. You can use Wegovy, that semaglutide. These are peptides like insulin. It's a
Okay.
peptide. These are peptides. Like for example, this Wegovy is like a 37 amino acids put in a single row. Then you tweak them and you make Monjaro. And you tweak this. So basically, you just create different molecules.
Formations depending on the client.
Correct.
No doctor told me this, because when I actually consulted a couple of doctors, they said like, I'll just give you a Monjaro injection. But the way you're telling, because I clearly said I have pains. I don't know why, it's just so severe. It might be my stress and diabetes eating me. But the precise way of you considering different real time specialized issues of one particular person and combining the medicine, that's amazing, Jay.
So we'll discuss about your pain next time.
Yeah.
But the elements again goes with the first breath meditation to stretching, more so in the bed, which I will teach you because of the issues
Sure.
that you have, because you got to do certain priming there.
Yes.
With the heat and other things. So I'll teach, very simple, and it comes in your way. It becomes automated. You don't have to even think as you are doing it. Trust me on that one.
Sure.
So,
Sure.
so that along with the acupuncture, along with taking this nano turmeric, ginger, and all kinds of things that absorbs, because you want things to absorb. So you live a holistic way, and then of course you do other things that we discussed.
So you're gonna make me look younger and anti-age. And guys, you're saying doctor is promising me that I will look much younger and with more energy and longevity. And what would be the last thing for anti-aging, Jay, such that we will conclude on this, and then we will
Okay.
talk more on the next episode.
So I'm just talking to the world here, right?
Yes.
The anti-aging longevity, and there are big associations like A4M where I go around for last 35 years. So you do get tested first and do some measurements. We have a new thing called Prism, which is like a dial pad, and you put your finger and you would be able to tell your antioxidant score, like cellular health. So you measure it, so compliance goes up. So what happens, many people know what to do, but the compliance will go up with a wellness measurement. And also with a blood test and blood pressure and other things.
You have
is
that
very
with you?
important. That, yes,
Dial?
we'll share with you. It's called Prism. But again, it gives you from red to purple. So when you go from red score to purple score,
That's like good.
that you 25, maybe 50% death and disability can go down, your weight and everything. So people now, they're watching, they're doing fitness because they walk. Like yesterday I was with a doctor in Mumbai. He's a very prominent dermatologist. He said, I walk, right? So I said, no, you can't just walk like this. You walk like this, but you go fast, slow, fast, slow, depending on your conditions, of course, if they're clear from the doctors, So you don't want to just do at the one speed, You don't want to be turtle at the one
Yes,
speed.
yes.
You want to go back fast, slow, fast, slow. That is a good thing to do, right? And little stretch is good. But little tips like this is a huge thing.
I will get my whatever that little device. We will show also to our audience.
Yeah.
I really want to see. I know I'll be in a very pathetic health, but my energy levels are always high, as you know, when I do a lot of meditation.
Well, I'll tell you a typical story. Prism on the table, right? You put it on the table. Every week, mom, dad, or kids would put their finger and know, hey, what my score is, right? And they look at, oh, I'm in red.
What
And
all it tells, Jay? Is it like sugar levels or BP? Like what technically?
so it's a photo light, but it reads your antioxidant level. So that's your
Antioxidant level.
yes, that's the most important thing. So
Okay.
cellular health is everything. So
Okay.
basically, When you go from red to purple, and it becomes a game in the family. Oh,
Okay.
look, I'm right now. I'm at green. Daddy, you are here. Mama, you are here. So the kid is excited to
Yes.
get to the purple. He wants
Yes.
to always beat
So
you.
this is like a health game within the family.
So that
Okay.
is a good thing, and
Yes.
that would also get your sugar, blood pressure, all those measurements better, even weight, because
Yes.
you are going to the purple. And
Yes.
then
Yes.
it would tell you in the app, the menu, what you do for that: exercise, this, that, fitness, eating, how much protein people should be taking, at least 100 grams of protein in general per day.
Okay.
So in the dal or whatever they eat,
Eggs and
lentils
yeah.
and nuts and all those things, eggs, yeah, so they need at least that much protein, and then colorful veg, right? So if people just do that much first and then do everything else, they would be fine. So I tell them, hey, eat 2 plate full of food, not 1 plate, and you lose weight. But this is how you train yourself. And also what I do, which will be a session, which how I instill this in minutes in your hardware. So I take my software, put it here. I would give you to cleanse the frontal, and majority is there. So how you can take away those negative thoughts from the frontal and bring them as a point, and how I instill the positive thoughts, and the things change, because I'm not a magician, but I
Yeah.
see magic. To me, that's magic happening. People transform within minutes that I see them, because that's, even in US, it's like they and I'm just making you aware of this. They don't want me, when I die, to get my brain burned. They want that to be preserved.
Saved
They
and
want to know what's
preserved.
going on, how you create this, how you create the health app with
Yes.
a health,
Yes.
health dome, and
Yes.
all
Yes.
these measurements you do from
Yes.
telomere,
Yes.
how you not waste money, how you do, trusted, verified things, how you become more organic. And how do you do that even with the same amount of money? Because online you can find 30% off organic that anybody can get. So people don't know. So I figured out these things in India by going around
Yeah.
city by
You
city,
have this.
exhibition by exhibition. I just love to help people. I'm always ready to help anyone.
To conclude, Dr. J is going to help me because he used the word help. I'm technically taking it from you. I have almost 17 plus years of diabetes, too much of body pains, and I couldn't sleep. So, all these things you will see my journey, especially because I got Dr. J, and definitely we are going to exclusively talk on dedicated topics which will help you in getting the real time tips of producing results. And Jay, you're going to make me look beautiful, younger, more energetic, anti-aging. I shouldn't look like this.
So I can keep giving you more tips but I'll get the compliance going, because if I go away, you'll still be doing everything what I did tell you,
Sure.
because it's a transformation. If you don't do it,
Yes.
every minute the body is deteriorating. So every minute you want to take care of it, right? With your attitude, with everything. But to answer your question about diabetes, how the compliance comes in, I tell patients, go read up. 2 out of 3 diabetic patients have heart disease. They say, what? I said, I can tell you how to measure with a CT scan, do your carotid scanning. You measure before you get a heart attack, like around 40 years old, 35, 40 years. A lot of Indians are getting heart attacks, right? Not on my clock, if they listen to me, how I do the scan, how I prevent them. So, and in US, there is a saying, oh, it's very difficult to die or get sick under Dr. J's care. Because I have old people, they say, we're not going to die till you stop seeing us. But important thing is, I create some concoction, like a herbal concoction, which I call it immortal concoction, because they give you some this kind of blood thinner, but you could be doing this and tweak it, and you come out so much better. This is what I do for my patients.
So I can guarantee, at least by looking at Dr. J, that I will live definitely for next 30 years. Because I'm 40 now. So there's a guarantee because he lived it, he proved it, and it is a specific measurable result. And you definitely need your self to be transformed at this age, because
At the genetic and cellular level, and also with the
Mind,
mind,
and as
body,
you
spirit,
said,
and the
so
attitude. So I put the whole enchilada together.
holistic.
Yes, yeah.
So I'm going to transform my life with Dr. J, and more episodes to come, and you're going to see me healthy, happy, energetic, longer and younger. I can't wait for this,
Well, I
Jay.
think talking to me, I see 10-20% happening right there.
Yes, I'm like blushing already because just like imagining me looking younger, and I want to look much more beautiful. I feel I'm not.
It seems like you woke up more at the end of the show.
Yes, I did, because after listening to all your creative existential reality results, I'm excited.
And this is because I'm stuck here on the chair. I like to do a podcast standing in general, and do I stand because sitting is new cancer. So I love to talk, and when I say I would have more chance to do
I'll
more.
make you do all those shots, and I'll make you to cook. I'll make you to show us how exactly we do this acupressure. So I'll be making you running and walking and cooking. Don't worry, it's just the
Yes, we'll
beginning.
get you all those footage.
It's just the beginning,
Yep,
Jay.
yep.
Yeah.
And then also, I would not leave you alone when you are in the restroom, and how you pull and push and do certain things,
Okay.
and how you bend forward. Just simple things for your knees and other things in the bowel.
Okay.
I will talk all about those
Sure,
kind of yogas,
sure,
you know.
sure.
So there's so much written, but
Yeah.
you just have to. I make it
Practical.
practical.
Yes.
I make it
Result oriented.
Correct. I lock them. Because you do this, then you do this, then you drive car, right?
Yes,
Because without
yes.
it, you will not do it, because you do that. And I teach them that there are always two things you are forgetting. So my patients, they forget less, because they are always thinking from, oh, I have to pick up two more things. I need two more things. And then they have to do detailed round, like putting finger, is everything I've done, everything right? So point is, there's scanning going on. So I make sure that they just do a micro seeing, listening, and that's very important, and follow through.
True.
And life is not about relationship with yourself, but relationship with around you. So that's what it is. It's about creating relationships,
Yes.
and nurturing them, and helping the humanity.
I
to go
really
to the
am
next
looking
level.
forward. I'm single, Jay. I really want to have relationship with myself first, and then eventually with human beings. But
Correct.
my relationship with myself, especially health, sleep, mentally, emotionally, we need to work on that.
It will be done.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. That's today's episode in Transformation with Dr. J, and just can't wait to interview him more and give you more glimpses of his experience and his energy. Thank you.
And dear world, I love you, caringly love you, because that's the most important thing, is caringly love, and that has everything inside. So let's make the most and take our lifestyle to the max, and that's what it is about. Thank you for watching, and this is Dr. J, and we'll have lots of fun in the future. Yes. Ciao.
So, my transformation journey with Dr. J just began not just on the context of the health, but with the context of finances, emotions, relationships, and many more. Instead of just sitting and talking, I really want to put myself to go through this journey such that you can see the results in the upcoming episodes, and you can also transform yours. Thank you so much.